Krystal, together with her sister, started something 15 years ago. We started out as a holiday program, but nowadays you are well known as the Melbourne Exchange.
Melbourne Dance Exchange.
Dance Exchange.
MDX.
So take us back to when it all started. How did you become involved in dance?
Well, I guess just like most children, it was a hobby. My sister danced, and as a little sister you idolise what your big sister does, and so we spent our childhood just singing and dancing a lot together at our own hobby dance schools, and we performed throughout Melbourne as kids, and then just as we got older we started to love it and focus on it a lot more, and here we are.
And how did MDX come about?
MDX was, as you said earlier, was originally supposed to just be a holiday program that was going to just help me fill time in between my university years. And 15 years ago, when we ran the program, it was one of a kind in the area. There wasn't many performing arts schools that specialised in music theatre, and the children that participated in that holiday program were asking when our school was opening, and there was not supposed to be a school, but we saw that it was an opportunity, and we opened up the school. We're a performing arts school, so we specialise in singing, dancing and drama. We have a dance faculty, a drama faculty and a singing faculty. So the triple threat that's required in the industry today.
What about performances that you do with other performing schools around Melbourne and maybe around Australia as well?
Yeah, we do lots of performances for corporations, community events. The children participate in Eisteddfods, lots of charity work. It gives them as much performing exposure and experience as possible. And then we also have our own curriculum here at the school where the children then perform 4 times a year in both singing and dancing.
Speaking of exposure, nowadays with reality TV, we've got all these programs on TV, shows on TV. For example, one that comes to mind is Dancing with the Stars. Has that increased the number of students that are looking into going into dance, or it didn't make much of a difference?
I think definitely it does. It definitely brings a lot of awareness to everyone at home. I guess what it allows us to do as teachers is to help the children relate on a professional level to what they're doing in the classroom, and gives them goals and gives them levels of achievement that they can see that there is a future in the industry, being that it is so small still in Australia.
And how is it working with your sister? I mean, obviously we're brought up together, so you had to put up with each other being brought up together, and all of a sudden you find yourselves together in a business. How is it? How is that relationship?
Look, it's awesome. We know each other so well, it makes life so easy. We get each other, we can cover each other's backs. It's fantastic. To be honest, at the start, my brother also was part of the business as well. He used to come and work with us as well, and then he went off and did his own thing. So it always has been a big family affair. So, and it's the performing arts, so you're allowed to be creative.
And do you take classes together? Do you do the classes together or separately?
Well, we teach a number of classes here, so we're each individual teachers, but we tend to workshop the kids a lot together, being that we are the 2 principals of the school. There is that level of responsibility and mentorship that the children expect from us, so we tend to be in the classroom and really try to encourage them and support them as much as we can together.
If you started 15 years ago, some of your first students are now adults. Do they keep that connection still with you?
Absolutely. It's so lovely. A lot of our students 15 years ago are now professionals in the industry. They now have gone on tours and are now back and are teaching at the school. Others have family and have children who are now coming to the school as well. So we've got the next generation starting with us. It's lovely. It's really, really good. And it's always nice to see really familiar faces coming back through the doors.
And how many students would you have here?
At any one time we have about 250 students. Yeah, and obviously as a hobby they change, they come and go, but mostly it's about 250 students.
Where do you see yourself going in the next few years? How do you see MDX and yourself and Trisha evolving?
I guess, look, it's just Williamstown is a very strong community base, and we love that. We love that it's all about supporting the children, their families, and just having a really good, fun upbringing for the kids as our parents gave us. So Trish and I would like to stay true to that, and if the school just keeps evolving and we are constantly staying ahead with the times of what the industry requires and exposing the kids to having the best teaching faculty around and giving them professional opportunities, then I think we've done our job, and it's fun. That's all it comes down to.
And now for our viewers who would like to make contact with MDX, I'm supposing you have Facebook pages and websites. So
yes, we have all of that. You can find us at mdx.com.au, and we also have our Facebook page, which is just MDX. You can look us up on MDX. Or you can give us a call in the office here at any time. Our number is 93977639.
Tell us more about you. Obviously, with a surname like Hili, you are of Maltese descent.
Yes.
So tell us more about yourself and most probably your parents' migration story.
Mum and Dad are both Maltese. They migrated here in Australia in 1973. They came out by themselves. They had a few aunts, and I think Dad had a brother here at the time that encouraged him to come out. Mum and Dad just tried really, really hard for us to be established in the Australian community. Everything that we did, unfortunately, Mum and Dad spoke lots of English to us, so we struggled to speak in Maltese. I do try, but I can't say that I'm fluent. But nowadays, we just love going back to Malta. It's such a beautiful place to holiday and see all my family.
Do you feel like you've got a strong sense of Maltese identity? Even though you were born here and obviously spoken to in English? But
yeah, absolutely. Look, Mum and Dad have very strong Maltese accents. They have a very strong Maltese community around them. And Mum and Dad still to this day, you know, embrace that 100%. And I think as we get older as well, we tend to appreciate and want to look back at our heritage and really embrace where we came from. So, yeah. I definitely think so.